Once upon a time, nestled between rolling hills and fields of gold, there was a small village where life was as tranquil as the flowing river nearby. In this village, there lived an old weaver named Eliana. Her hands, though gnarled and aged like the roots of an ancient oak, danced across the loom, weaving tapestries that were more than just cloth. They were stories frozen in time, laughter and tears, sunshine and rain, all held together by her nimble fingers. The villagers, they knew the worth of her creations, not just because they were beautiful, but because they carried within them a piece of the weaver's soul. Now, Eliana wasn't after riches. She charged only a few coins for her tapestries, even the grandest ones. For her, beauty was meant to be shared, not hoarded like some precious jewel. One spring morning, a young merchant named Kale came to the village. He was a shrewd young man, always on the lookout for the next big deal, the next chance to make a pile of gold. When he saw Eliana's tapestries, his eyes gleamed like a fox spotting a plump chicken. "Old woman," he said, his voice dripping with false sweetness, "your work is exquisite. It could bring you great wealth. Let me take them to the city, sell them for even more. We'll split the profits, 50-50. Eliana regarded him for a moment, her gaze as sharp as the needle she used to weave. Then a smile, soft and knowing, spread across her wrinkled face. "You want to make money from my tapestries, young man? Very well, I'll give you one to sell. And if you learn something from it, that's payment enough." Kale, thinking he'd struck gold, took Eliana's finest piece, a tapestry depicting a golden tree heavy with fruit under a sky filled with stars. He practically skipped to the city, eager to make his fortune. And there, oh, how the city dwellers did gush over the tapestry. Its colors, its detail, its sheer magnificence. Kale regaled them with tales of the old weaver, and they lapped it up, their eyes gleaming with envy and greed. By the end of the day, he'd sold the tapestry for a king's ransom, enough to make any man's heart pound with excitement. But when he returned to the village, he didn't share the profits with Eliana. Instead, he demanded another tapestry, saying the first was just a sample to gauge her quality. Eliana, however, was not at all surprised by his greed. She simply smiled serenely and gave him a smaller tapestry, a single flower in a field. Kale scowled, but took the tapestry, figuring he could still make a decent profit. In the city, though, people just laughed. What's the meaning of this? Where's the grandeur we saw before? And so the tapestry was sold for a mere pittance, and Kale, fuming and defeated, returned to Eliana, accusing her of giving him inferior work. But the weaver only led him to her loom and said, "Watch." And as her hands moved, creating a new tapestry, he saw the magic happen. She was using scraps of cloth, bits and pieces that would have otherwise been discarded, and weaving them into something new, something beautiful, a river winding through a village much like their own. Each thread, no matter how small or insignificant it seemed, had a purpose, a place in the grander design. By the time she finished, a tear rolled down Kel's cheek, a single tear of pure understanding. He realized he'd been so blinded by greed that he'd missed the artistry, the care, the very essence of Eliana's work. He saw the story in each thread, the laughter and tears, the sunshine and rain, all woven together to create something far greater than the sum of its parts. Shame burned hot in his cheeks. He understood now that Eliana's gift wasn't just in her creations, but in her wisdom, in her ability to see the value in every little thing. "I am sorry," he whispered, his voice hoarse with remorse. "I only saw the gold, not the work or the heart you put into it." Eliana looked at him, her eyes filled with the gentle light of the morning sun. "Greed can blind us, Kale, but so can pride and ambition. It's easy to get lost in the pursuit of more, to forget the beauty around us. But the world needs more weavers, not just those who seek to hoard the gold, and so Kale started anew. He carried Eliana's tapestries to the city, not as a merchant seeking profit, but as a student eager to learn. He shared their stories, the laughter and the tears, the sunshine and rain, and people listened. They saw the beauty not just in the vibrant colors, but in the message they conveyed. Over time, he became known not for his wealth or his business acumen, but for his honesty, his humility, and the way he brought people together through Eliana's art.